still remember vividly the day that I moved in here. I didn't really know what this place was gonna become. Like, at the time, it was just like an apartment, but it ended up being a huge part of my life. It's kind of funny to me that I didn't realize how much this place meant to me until the point where I'm leaving. And like, some of my most iconic or viral moments have taken place in here, but that's now not just a part of my life, that's a part of so many people's lives. While I lived here for the last, 10.5 years? That's absurd, 10.5 years. This corridor, a little bit more chaotic now, but it was the first thing that you ever saw in this flat. And then there was this room, this living room. This room holds so many great memories. As you can see, I'm currently in the process of moving out. I should really have done this video like when the place is completely empty. Whilst I was moving, I was getting like all these emotions and stuff coming back to me and all these memories and thinking like, this is something raw and authentic that I should capture. Here we are, the place where it all began. I'm slightly getting a bit emotional, you know. My mind is flooded with memories of this room. There's so many things that I had completely like forgotten about. This sofa was the home of many, many collaborations back in the day. I did some gaming videos. I remember doing like a four-player FIFA thing with Freezy, Simon and Manny, I believe. This room had a lot of fun collabs. The first memory I can think of, oh my gosh, is Freezy and Joe Weller helping me do my introduction to my flat, my first move out. And they're just humping the furniture at one point. It's actually so crazy. Coming back through to the corridor, this little front bit immediately triggers the memory of the Swegway races. Remember the Swegways? I remember there was a time where I think it was Harry set up like an obstacle course in the flat that would go all the way down there, use this bathroom here, through the kitchen. Yeah, that was the kind of chaos that happened in this house. Back then there was a load of us living in the flat, so it was way easier to collab and get people to, you know, just come up and be in your videos. But over the years, things slowed down, people moved out, and it was left with me and my clothes. No, I've got so many clothes here that I'm currently in the process of sorting and trying to get rid of. I think some stuff's gonna go to charity, and then some stuff I think I'm gonna sell on Vinted. Like this stuff here, I've put to the side. So I've got some like Gallery Depth joggers, a Man United top that I have 2 of, so I'm getting rid of the spare one. Off-white jacket, Kenzo jacket, super dry jacket. I've got this hat. I love this hat, but it's time for it to have a new home. Do you remember where this hat's from? This is Christmas movie. Yeah! Yeah, so that's gonna go. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna put that on Vinted. If you don't know what Vinted is, it's a super easy marketplace for selling stuff that you no longer need, like all these clothes I'm getting rid of. All you gotta do is take a picture of the item you're selling and list it. That's it. No seller fees. Plus, it's not just clothes that you can sell. I'm getting rid of these lubes. They're gonna be very cheap. I know they're shoes, they still count as clothes. But you can sell like tech, little gadgets. I'm selling this bedside lamp. Yeah, you can sell tech, homeware, games, like whatever. Like I've got a load of tech stuff here. I've got some vintage Pradas going as well, if you want them. But yeah, you can sell pretty much anything and make sure it doesn't go to waste. Someone else can make use of it and you can make a little bit of cash as well. I'm gonna make a little bit of cash too. So make sure you're following me on my Vinted. The link is gonna be in the description. Some of this stuff could become some of your stuff. I've got a lot to go through. This TV, I remember getting gifted this TV by LG. This is 10 years old, yeah. Still one of the most incredible bits of technology that I've had. Like, I went to Iceland for this, so I actually ended up doing a meet and greet there, and that was one of the first times I traveled to another country and seen like the fan base that we have abroad. Did a random meet and greet, and I must have met like 50 or 60 like Icelandic people and taken photos with them. And this TV has served me so well. I love it. I'm taking it with me to the next house. I remember doing, what was the Sidemen video we did here? Come Dine With Me. It was me and Harry on a team. When I tell you, to this day, there is still confetti that I find in this flat. I think if I go up here, I might be able to find some more. There's still bits of confetti that I come across. What did that tell you, bro? That video created so much mess for me. So much. There's definitely more. Good luck to whoever moves in here next. Yeah, this room's gone through so many makeovers. We had that one for the Come Dine With Me. There was a time I built a pillow fort in here with Marfo. There was a time I decorated it for Christmas. Yeah. too many memories, man. During COVID, most of my time was spent between this room and the bedroom, which was my office back then. I remember filming a load of TikToks here. Oh my gosh. We had the video where we had to make the viral TikTok so you could go to the most viral on TikTok. And we also had the learning 24 skills in 24 hours. That's when, yeah, the whole world had seemed to shut down in terms of content creation, but Sidemen, we stayed on the grind. Yeah, COVID was a really, really difficult time because we didn't know at the time when or if it was gonna end. It was tough, man, it was tough. But making content in that period, I think, got me through a lot. And I'm really grateful that myself and the Sidemen boys had made that decision to continue making content through lockdown. It gave me something to do, something to enjoy, a sense of purpose, gave us a whole new audience and gave millions of people across the world like a form of entertainment. So this place played a massive part in that. If you come over to the kitchen, this place here saw the most action on videos because apart from that, I think I rarely use the kitchen. All these delivery apps have rinsed me for peas, I can't lie. It got to a point where I'd only buy food when I wanted to cook, and then otherwise it was just delivery. Hopefully moving house will change that though. The kitchen holds a lot of fun memories, like the numerous cooking videos, challenges and whatnot. But it also actually holds one of the darker memories for me in the sense that that was where I remember being when I was trying to get through to Ethan the night of his like meltdown, breakdown, whatever you want to call it. And I remember being very, very scared. It must have been 4 or 5 a.m. when I was trying to ring off his phone. So that's one memory that really sticks with me from there. Luckily, there's not really many more bad ones in there. Yeah, I feel like the good outweighs the bad in that room. Follow me past the pile of clothes into the bedroom. This was my original work/living space. My computer was always like sat here. My whole setup was here. I think I did 1, maybe 2 setup videos in this room. I unintentionally became one of the most iconic memes for gooning. I don't know what video it's from, but there's a picture of me lying in this bed, not this bed, that was my old bed, but I'm thinking like this, and someone screenshotted it and put me at 3 a.m. deciding whether to beat it or be a better person. All my old reacting to internet stuffs with Simon, my collabs with Harry, doing pack openings and stuff, collabs with Ethan, collabs with Manny, were all filmed in this very room. The best bit was like being able to fall asleep to this view. Like, look how, let me turn off the light. Look how stunning this view is. Let me turn the lights off. People who know me will know I'm an absolute nitty for a good view. And I had times where it was foggy and times where it was stormy and times where it was rainy and times where the sunset was beautiful, the sky was pink. Like, these are forever like etched into my brain. What a place, man. I used to come out here to clear my head sometimes, just get some fresh air. Filmed a lot of videos out here as well. I have like a quick fire questions challenge here where I'm getting splattered with water balloons. I have an Eva Rio challenge, again getting splattered with water balloons, and I did it with Harry here as well. On New Year's, the whole thing, I think I did a TikTok this year, the whole thing is just fireworks erupting. It's one of the most incredible things I've ever seen. It's actually a big shame that there's now so much development here because there used to be so much green area. Like, you could go down to the park and just chill with your friends or kick a ball or whatever, and now it's all buildings everywhere. Down there where they're doing some building works, that used to be like a basketball court. And I have a video there where I'm doing the chili challenge and taking basketball shots. Remember when everyone's doing the hot chilies? My video is down there. I'm trying to shoot as many baskets as possible. And then I end up like throwing up because I feel so sick. Coming back in, final room, the office. This room housed Freezy and Rebel FC. Then it housed Manny for a little bit. And then it became a separate working space from my living space. This room is where majority of my streaming content took place. I think for the last few years, it's been the hub of 90% of my YouTube content because I kind of slacked off on the main channel, sorry. That's where I did my Sidemen Reacts and my more Sidemen gaming videos. That's where Throwby happened. Yes, let's forget about that one. Also, my stream where I talked about racism was in this room. And yeah, that was never ever planned. I just remember when that thing happened, just being in a bit of a dark space for like 3 days and then just breaking my silence and venting and just letting out all my emotions. But that's something that I'll always remember this room for. Got my piano here that I didn't really use enough. Hopefully that gets more use at the next place, but who knows. Yeah, this room's been good to me, man. This room's been very, very good to me. I've made probably thousands of videos in this room alone. And this video that you're watching is probably the last main channel video that you'll no, it is the last main channel video that you'll ever see in this room. Bit crazy to say that, isn't it? I guess this is it. The last one to leave the tower. I wish that was a Sidemen video. I would have won like £100,000. Last to leave the Sidemen tower.